You know, one of the frustrations I have as a clinic owner, because I got into this business to help people, of course, is seeing people deny their own opportunity. You know, I think there's lots of good reasons we give ourselves for that. We say, oh, not now, not ready, cost too much, you know, this or that other thing. All those things are ways that we put barriers in front of us to make the changes we know deep inside we have to make. We know it, and yet we deny it. And it frustrates me because obviously as a helper, I want to help. But it also frustrates me in the sense like I see people spend their time, their energy, their money, all that stuff on useless things and can't see this issue in the sense of self-improvement, healing, as being unimportant compared to, I don't know, a new boat, a fancy vacation, a kitchen renovation. You know, it boggles my mind when people want to kind of go cheap on therapy, but blow wads and wads of money on these commercial or superficial things. It frustrates me because it tells me they don't know their worth. It's like investing in the wrong thing. It's like having a deck in the backyard that you so soup up, it's more fancy than the house. Like, what's the point? You're your own most valuable resource, your own most valuable possession, if you will. And yet you want to decorate everything around you and not actually change yourself. What a waste. I just put it out to you to think about this. These are not kind words you usually hear from a therapist. Most people will probably be offended by what I'm saying. Again, that's your problem. But what I want to get at here is, if you could see how you're flipping things the wrong way and instead put it in right order, your options are limitless. The places you're going to go are amazing. The enjoyment of life will be fantastic. But you're going to go and follow a little path here or there that seems interesting at the time, shiny and new, catches your attention. It's all distraction. Until you're ready to make the real renovation, the deep inward work that you need to do, all that stuff at best is like a temporary stop. Something to hide things for a while as you get to enjoy them for a little bit until they kind of become old and they're no longer interesting. And then you're right back stuck with the same old person, you. And then what? Another distraction? Another pursuit? I've seen people in my line of work, you know, usually they're quite successful, but they spent money, hordes and hordes of money, on the most ridiculous things and have become no better for it. In fact, oftentimes worse. I like people to at least give some consideration as to what the most valuable investment is in your life. It's not your house. It's not your retirement. It's not some real estate investment or anything else. The most valuable part of your life is you. You're the one living it. Everything else is circumstantial, really, to you. So if you can't see the importance of putting you first and putting everything you have towards what you need for full health, full life, well, then that's your loss. But I really ask you to consider, if you could go back in time, look at that kitchen renovation, that fancy vacation, that new car, or whatever it is, you put all kinds of borrowing, lines of credit, financing, savings, everything into, and ask yourself if you could go back and replace that and put that money towards real time, dedication, and help working on yourself. Do you think you'd be a happier person today? Do you think your life would be more fulfilled? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that vacation was better than any transformation you can make from within. But I leave it to you. Ask yourself, going forward, where do you want to put your time, your resources, your attention? Is it into pursuits of these external things? Or are you finally ready to work on yourself and become the best version of yourself? I leave that to you.